Hello and welcome to the June installment of Community Focus, presented by the Friends of MCTV. I'm your host, John McPeak. Every month, the program features news about upcoming activities in the Greater Midland area. This month, our guests include folks from the Family Division of the 42nd Circuit Court, from Career Services at Saginaw Valley State University, and from the Rock Youth Center. Joining us today to lead off our program are Jody Garner, the Foster Care Coordinator for the 42nd Circuit Court, and Michelle Bell, the Director of Court Services. Ladies, welcome to Community Focus.
Thank you for having us.
Michelle, how do you describe the specialized foster care program?
Well, the court has two programs. We have a program that has foster homes for teenagers that have been involved in the court system, and then we have a respite foster care program where we provide foster care homes for youth who need crisis care from community mental health. And the court program has youth between the ages of 10 and 17. They're typically coming from homes that are struggling, so the parents need help, the youth need some time to get some help and maybe get education under their belt, and then they return home, we hope, within a relatively short period of time of 6 to 9 months. Our other foster care program is for community mental health, where we provide the respite foster care services, and those can be children from 7 to 17 whose families need a time out because they're struggling with issues. A lot of services are being poured into the home and they're wrapping services around them, and those children are usually in the home for weekends and sometimes for a week at a time.
And when you speak of the homes, you're talking about the foster homes, which would be at foster parents or foster families. Describe a foster parent or foster family.
Our foster homes, they're trained parents. They take care, they receive a lot of training before they have youth placed in their home. And we call them highly specialized because they receive more training than the average foster parent in the state. So we provide a lot of services on child development, brain functioning, discipline, and so the foster parents are trained as a professional parent, kind of.
Now, do the foster parents work with the families or merely with the troubled teens? Their function is to be foster parents for the youth, and then there's another part of the program that deals with the family.
That's correct. Yeah, we have probation officers that work with the youth that are placed through the court system, and then community mental health workers and therapists that work with the youth that are placed in the respite foster care homes.
Well, Jody, what's the difference between foster care through the 42nd Circuit Court and foster care through Department of Human Services?
The Department of Human Services foster children are through neglect and abuse cases that go through the court. And the 42nd Circuit are juveniles that are on probation or referred through the probationary delinquency. Could be status offenses, or they may have charges or something. And then, as Michelle had mentioned, the CMH children are through CMH services for respite.
So you have a contract with CMH, or how does that work?
Yes, they've contracted out to use our foster care homes. So I'm on call 24 hours, 7 days a week, and so they can call anytime. Sometimes emergencies, they'll be at ER or something, and the child needs a break, and the parents need a break, so they will utilize that service.
Well, what are some of the responsibilities of a foster parent or foster parents?
The foster parents basically, like Michelle said, that they're highly trained in trauma and parenting techniques with children with needs, high needs, and so they become the parents during that time and give guidance and support to the children to help them through their time, and they end up having a real positive experience in the foster care homes.
So as foster parents, they basically become the parents of the teen, and all the responsibilities that go with being a parent, and whether it be oversight, observation, making sure that they follow the rules and guidelines.
Correct. The parents would sign a medical release for them to have them in their care in case something happened and they needed to go to the doctor. And they have the consent and the permission from the parent. They know where they're at. Often the parents will drop them off there. So there is that connection. And then, yes, they would take over that service for the parent.
And sometimes the teens will be in the home for a period of time. You said, 6 to 9 months possibly, but otherwise they might be there just for a weekend or a few days because of the family everybody needing some distance and separation for a few days to get their feet back on the ground.
Correct.
Yep.
What are the qualifications to be a foster parent?
You can be single or married, 21 to 70. You can pretty much anything. I mean, you have to There are some, obviously, licensing criteria. We do work through the state law and use their licensing certification. But again, we have some specialized conditions like the 12 hours of hours that you have to have some kind of specialized training before you even have a child in your home. So we're unique in that area, but really all walks of life.
You can rent or own your home as
Yeah.
well.
So a foster parent doesn't have to be a homeowner, they could be a renter
Correct.
as long as they have a home.
Correct.
And then I presume also this is not voluntary, but it's someone that needs to have the desire and the commitment to do this. It isn't something that anyone is forced to be a foster parent.
Correct. We work really close with them, and if it's a child that we talk to them about that they don't feel that they could handle them at that time, or they may have another child with really strong needs and they don't want to bring somebody else in, then that's okay. We'll work with them.
Well, do you have enough foster parents now?
We're always in need of foster care homes. We need more. We have 7 right now, and we ideally have run, 10 or 12?
Right.
And we're very, very busy with respite right now. A lot of people needing some time out.
So when you say foster parent, though, that could be a family, it could be an individual,
Correct.
a couple, or a family. It could be a foster family, if you will, instead of as long as the
Correct.
parents have the correct training.
Yes.
And the process for a person to become a foster parent, how does someone go about that?
They could contact me. My phone number is the 989-832-6398, or by my email address, which is jgarner@co.midland.mi.us. And when they contact me, I can send them a foster care packet, which will give them a lot of information, so they can, again, decide if this is the path they want to go down. And then we would start the process of getting them licensed. They would apply for it, and then we would start the trainings and the inspections of the home and everything that goes with it.
Well, Jody, Michelle, thank you for appearing on Community Focus and informing us about the need for foster parents in the Mid-Michigan area. In our next segment, our guest is from Career Services at Saginaw Valley State University.